Ay, oh, ay, oh, ay, oh, ay. It's getting hot, hot, hot. Doo doo. Coming live from my yacht. It's another edition of Making an Impact, your one and only Impact Wrestling podcast. Brought to you by RealNerdCorp.com. RealNerdcorp.com. I need some coffee. None of that decaffeinated bullshit. I need some koofy. None of that DiCaprio bullshit.
What the fuck is even the point of decaf?
Right? It's like you exist only to disappoint. Like Zach.
Exactly.
No one wants that. I had to drink some water, sorry.
Oh gosh.
I know, me needing water like I'm some type of mammal that is 80% water. What a fucking douchebag. So, yeah, website's working again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
I went to GoDaddy's thing to go and try to reset the server back to a predetermined date that would fix the plugin issue. I didn't know how to navigate their help section, so I just said, fuck it, I'll try it again myself. 34 refreshes later, I finally found an avenue. It finally connected just enough to get me into the HUD. Then I was able to do a back door into the apps, and then I was able to get the app reinstalled, and I don't fucking know how I did. I'm a hacker, apparently. I hacked into it. Well, like, you ever see them moving their fingers real fast on the keyboard, and they got like 37,000 windows open, and they're all like opening and closing at the same time, and it doesn't make any goddamn sense?
Yeah.
I did that. I mean, it was in my head, but I did that. Before we go any further, you're not on tomorrow, are you?
No, I am not.
Okay. We are doing.
Reading? Have we started reading anything?
No. Tomorrow is going to be our Blade Trinity review. Not Blade Trinity, the third one, but all three of them. So we are spacing a week so that you may join us on the inaugural arc of Why the Last Man.
I got you. So not a trinity, but a trilogy.
Well, it's the holy trinity of Blade movies.
You mean the only three that have been created at this point?
Correct. It's like whatever Mesopotamians had in regards to religion. Sure, it wasn't Catholicism or Judaism, but it was there. People did the things with, I don't know, sheep murders. Sorry, sacrifices. I don't fucking know. Maybe they threw virgins into volcanoes. In which case,
did they have volcanoes in Mesopotamia?
We're gonna say yes.
Because
it goes with the joke of a former colleague of mine would have been a worthy sacrifice then. It's been 7 years, Chad. Get over it. I will never. It's actually been 8 years. Fuck. Why are you still doing this show after 8 years, you asshole? That was directed.
I can't tell if you're talking to me or to yourself.
Yes. To you dick.
I mean, it's a great question. It's not like I really enjoy wrestling that much anymore.
Right? It's beating your fandom down. Although I like to imagine that Impact has done a good job satiating what is left.
I don't know that this week did.
This week was not great. Strong promo from the beginning, though.
Mm-hmm.
I like the beginning promo.
As did I.
Then again, I like Shamrock and Sami Callihan, so like,
yeah. Oh, I also felt like Sammy and Big Mike felt very real.
Oh, there's some real hostilities there. And I think it's because Sammy
Yeah.
Callahan's like 5'9" and he's 3 inches taller than Elgin. Like, I'm sure you remember this. Like, you used to have the action figures, right?
Yep.
Like, you'd have like a Sean Waltman, Jack's Pacific action figure, and you're like, yeah. And then he was like fucking a half-inch taller than the Undertaker action figure, and you're like, what?
Right?
That's what this felt like. I was watching this, like, Callahan's not supposed to be taller than Elgin. They call him Big Mike, not medium, small, big Mike. Not small, big Mike. Not Swobian Big Mike. Not Sig Mike, which is small, big. Or small, small Mike. It's a B on top of the small. Small. Yeah. Create new words. What's up, motherfucker? On my yacht.
On his yacht.
On my yacht, motherfuckers. So, yeah. Callahan's taller than Big Mike, and Shamrock's taller than both these bitches, and I'm just like, we've reached a new level of what the fuck? Like, this would be like seeing like Tessa Blanchard having like an inch on Brian Cage. Like, what? What?
Yeah.
This was not expected. I didn't expect Shamrock to be the tallest dude in this segment, but yeah, here we are. Sammy talks. Shamrock's like, I respect you. And Sammy's like, I might shake your hand from 6 feet away. And then Big Mike's like, don't shake his hand, social distancing. And then Sam's like, fuck your social distancing. And Shamrock's like, I'm 57. Please don't fuck social distancing. Then Sammy's like, fuck you, old man. Then Elgin's like, hey, respect your elders. And Shamrock's like, I'm not a fucking elder. And he's like, you're a fucking relic. What? Oh. Then they fought. There may have been some dramatization. There might have been some slight changes in what do they say? Some creative liberties were applied here.
Some poetic license.
Yes, poetic license. This is the Keanu Reeves 47 Ronin's remake or retelling of the iconic fable of Japanese lore of 47 Ronins who killed a dude. I'm telling you, that movie would have been a lot better if it wasn't just fucking terrible. Great fucking social commentary from yours truly. No, have you ever seen that movie, the 47 Ronins?
I never did.
It's from like 2013, and it's like super like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's supposed to be kind of like Lord of the Ringsies, where it's like there's witches and skeleton boys with guns and like all this over the top Pirates of the Caribbean-esque aesthetic. And it's like, you know, they trudge through the snow mountains to the great fabled castle, and they engaged in an motherfucker. It happened in the suburbs of Tokyo. There was no fucking witches, and they literally went door to door going, excuse us, we're gonna slaughter everyone in that large house there. Y'all might want to take off for the night. And everyone's like, huh, thanks for the heads up. That would have been super awkward. And then they slaughtered a bunch of bitches in that house that they warned the neighbors of. And they were so polite that when everyone was dead in the house, they turned out all the flames just to prevent any fucking fires from going to the neighbors' houses.
Well, that's just considerate, man.
There was no witch. It didn't happen in the goddamn mountains, and I'm pretty sure Keanu Reeves wasn't there. Although he is immortal, so, like, you know, that one's debatable. Speaking of debatable, I liked what Shamrock did to put over Callahan. He's like, I made the Rock tap like a bitch. I made the Big Show tap like a bitch. I made Bass Rutten tap with respect. Because Bass Rutten ain't no bitch. And he's like, and all them tap, but not you, Sammy Callahan. That puts you in a league of your own. And Callahan's like, damn right it did. I got 14 fucking people hired in this goddamn company. I don't tap. That's fair. Another fucking 2 people. We had Nevea. Bitch, that's heaven spelled backwards. It's pronounced Neva. What are you doing? Nevea. What? Anyway. And then we got a fucking 13th person this week in Kimberly. Like, I love so many of the people that they're signing, Zach, but, like, it's worse than AEW's nepotism. Like, straight up it is.
And with AEW, I mean, you expect it with AEW. Because
Right?
it was literally just a bunch of friends starting a promotion again.
And Cody literally even said, I'm going to just hire my friends.
Yeah.
That's literally
upfront about it. Respect.
Now, like, Kimberly might be one of the top 2 knockouts already on the roster, just from her entire body of work. We saw what she did in Chikara. She's fantastic. I would love this signing regardless. But it's just like Jessica Havoc, Nevaeh, Sawyer Fulton, AC Romero, the other one. The other fat one. You fucking OVE, Sammy Callahan, The Rascals. Fuck! I tweeted out, at this point, when is Josh Alexander's wife's going to get hired? Because she's been doing a lot of the Twitch stuff with him. And I'm like, because that seems to be the only entryway into this company anymore is who you're married to. And Josh Alexander liked my comment. I didn't even tag him in it. He was just like, agreed.
It's like, damn straight I'm using that.
Right? I mean, might as well. His, I don't think I'll remember her. His wife was on that all-female NXT show, I think.
Oh, yeah?
We are wild and free. That was a good song.
Mm-hmm.
So that down is a little too fast. Something too bad. These could be the best days of our life. So that. It's alright. It's alright. I'm so broken. Taking one too many shots from the snake. She was not. She was Jade Chung, I think is her name. Huh. But she was not on NXT Season 3. She's on MySpace still, apparently.
What? Why? Does that thing exist still?
Yes, I've actually logged into my account like within the last 8 months or so, just to see what was still there.
What's the point?
Just see what's still there. I found some great pictures.
No,
of Lacey
not you logging into it. What's the point of it still existing?
I don't know. That's a good question. No one's really using it. And like the thing is, like, if you said I got a social media that's not gonna have any like fucking bullshit that you can like come on and just chill out with and like not worry about goddamn Farmville or news or Facebook TV, and you can just fucking post on each other's wall dumb shit. All right, I'll come back. They're really missing an opportunity. Okay, so it is Jade Young. She's actually listed as Jade Chung Alexander. So that's definitely her. Either she's Jade Chung Alexander by birth, or she's a super big Josh Alexander fan because she's got a big old banner of him on her Twitter account, or this is her. I mean, it could go either way at this point.
Yeah.
Co-host, pro wrestling manager. She works out of Canada. She's worked for the PWG, the BCW, the NWA, and the Ring of Honor. And she calls herself Mrs. Walking Weapon. Mama. This chick's got a solid profile, not even going to lie. She seems fun, too. Good for you, Josh. Good for you. You break your neck, you come back to wrestling, you marry this hottie, I think you get a kid. That's not bad. That's not a bad way to go. You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Fucking.
There's a growling dog that I need to calm down.
I was about to say, you got them murder hornets.
Murder hornets.
Have you not heard about this shit?
I've seen like one thing about it and didn't know what it was, so I just kind of went past it.
Like these bitches are like the size of a goddamn like regular sized pill bottle. Like, you ever get, like, regular pills from, like, the drugstore, and they're, like, 3 inches, 4 inches long, not that big?
Yeah.
That's about how big they are. At least that's how big they look. And, like, one sting is, like, the equivalent of 10 regular hornets. But, like, they're trending right now because a bunch of beekeepers are showing what Japanese honeybees do to these hornets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's fucked up. Like, by nature, I'm on the I don't think any species deserves to be wiped out of the face of the earth kind of category because everything has its place. But kill all hornets. Kill them all. They must die. So, like, I'm very much anti-hornet. Honeybee, love them. Hornet, die. But apparently, the Japanese honeybee can vibrate their bodies to a temperature of 116 degrees. Did you fucking know about this shit? You're right? Like, they just vibrate and raise their temperatures. And a hornet can survive up to 114.5 or some bullshit like that. So when a hornet, like what a scout hornet, advances to a location, the bees fucking swarm the goddamn thing and vibrate their bodies on top of it and melting it. Like, it doesn't like melt, but it like overheats and dies. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Dude, don't fuck with bees. They'll fucking vibrate you. All right, beatdown happens on the show. Sam Callahan gets beat up. Elgin gets beat up. Shamrock gets a great fucking deep arm drag on Elgin.
He does.
Wow, I was like, what? Oh, what? Elgin goes for a big clothesline. And Shamrock's like, hey, guess what? Elgin's like, chicken butt. Shamrock's like, I fucking hate that joke. And he fucking hip tossed his ass. Took him down, went for the armbar, and Elgin took off running. And Sammy's like, I'm going to fight you. And then he hits the button, and then he's gone. Shamrock's like, what was that small device in his hand? I have to go get my rotary phone and call someone because that was duplicious. Because, Shamrock's 112.
Duplicious.
I like that they're referring to him. They're outright just accepting the fact that Shamrock has somehow evolved from Ken Shamrock into Robert De Niro. Calling him the godfather of MMA.
Right?
Oh, I love it. So good. All right, so thoughts on the opener?
The opener was really solid. I dug it. I liked the initial back and forth with Sammy and Shamrock, and then Elgin came out, and he and Sammy traded some vicious barbs. Some true animosity right there. And we got a little bit of a kerfuffle, a little scuffle, and it was solid. It was a solid opener.
That's what they say about me in the bedroom.
Now a great closer though.
Solid opener, but the problem is he gets lost in the sheets. That's not a euphemism. I don't know where I go sometimes. I get twisted up, and I'm just like sitting there, and like the sheets are all fucking wrapped around me, and I'm like, help me, help me. No one comes out. No one ever comes. Oh God! I didn't mean it that way. I always come. I mean arrive. What? God. Chris Bay's backstage, and I finally realized he's a heel this week.
Good work, Chad. I knew you'd get there eventually.
I'm sorry. I'm not a racist and think that every black person's a bad guy.
I'm not either, because Willie Mack is fantastic.
Yes, he is. He's a very charming.
He's a bad guy.
Willie Mack's a very charming young man. So Chris Bay's like, I'm gonna do the stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, he's a bad guy. How did I not notice this for 3 weeks? Well, like Ace Austin debuted as a good guy, and then he just like, I'm gonna steal your girl, Eddie, and then he's like, you're gonna want to rethink that dumbness.
Did Ace Austin debut as a good guy? I feel like he just debuted and was just there for a little bit.
I count that as a face debut.
Okay.
If I feel like if you're not going out of your way to antagonize the audience or your opponents, you are in fact a face.
Okay.
That's kind of just how I roll, like Christian Cage. Hang on. And that's how I drool. Because he always slapped his chest. Got slapped his chest. They're calling Chris Bay calls himself Dashing on Twitter. That's not what he calls himself in his promos. What does he call himself?
He's the ultimate finesser.
The finesser. Finesse. I feel like he needs a better look, though. I feel like if you're going to be the finesser, you should be more streamlined in your attire, not just kind of like singlets and kick boots. Like, you need more.
Right.
Like, I feel like some type of dumbass Zack Ryder-ian 2012 era fucking attire where you have like one sleeve on your right arm and one pant leg on your left leg. Just fucking go bananas with it. Just go nuts. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. It's bananas. Like, have like, remember those Conan glasses where they went over his head instead of like around his ears?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do that. Just do something crazy. Because, like, if too many people have the same type of trunks. Ace Austin, Rich Swann, Willie Mack. They all got them little booty shorts. Like, come on. Be a little... Fucking Larry D and AC Romero. Then we get Willie Mack cutting a promo saying that it's a title shot tonight. It's going to be a rumble, a very royal rumble tonight. So Sami Callihan had dumped OVE earlier in the night, basically saying that he didn't need them. And the OVE respond by taking on Triple XL, and I skipped this match because I could give a shit about Triple XL. Apparently, Madman Fulton and Jake Chris lost, though, so that's disappointing.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to move right along because fuck that match. This is the best segment of the entire goddamn night, though. Madison Rain's locker room talk with Johnny Swinger. I love these two.
I'll give you a second best segment.
What do you think was the first?
The North.
Yeah, okay, that's all right, fair enough. I have a critique of the North segment though.
Okay.
So Madison Rain interviewing Havoc. We finally get Havoc talking for the first time since her return. It seems like she's asking her about Nevia. She's asking her about the water treatment facility that makes water bottles. Nivea. No, sorry, it's Fiji. My bad. So she's talking to Havoc about Fiji. And all of a sudden, fucking Kimberly struts on in, dropping some bars and saying, like, we gonna fight. And then next week it's announced Kimberly debuts against Havoc. I'm like, oh, that was fast.
All right. No time wasted.
Now all we need to do is get Dez's wife signed, Fulton, Larry D's, and AC Romero's girls signed, and whoever Dave is dating. Because I think Nevia is Jake's wife. Then we'll have the entire posse. I mean, not Trey's, because I think Trey is still dating Alicia Tout. She ain't coming back. Good. So, yeah, like, they've signed so many of these OVE dudes. Now, to be fair, Kimberly's not technically an OVE dude. She is just dating an OVE dude. And Wentz. But I'm a count it.
I'll give it to you.
Count it. It's like, well, we don't discredit Natalia for being the daughter of Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
No.
Right? Like, she's still a heart. Her mama was a heart.
Uh-huh.
Just because fucking Kimberly's married again doesn't mean she's not part of the fucking OVE dynasty. It's a trailer park in Cincinnati. They got a dungeon, but it's not the one that Stu Hart had. They have a gimp in there. His name's Marvin.
Oh, I mean, it's not. Is it a true dungeon if there's not Gimp?
Well, that's fair because this is gonna get me in trouble. That's fair because whenever Stu Hart was done with his wrestlers, they were pretty gimpy.
They were. That's true.
Yeah. So we got Kimberly now. She's here. We got Nevaeh now. She's here. We got Havoc now. All right, whatever. So all in all, like this is a pretty deep women's roster, and it's probably the deepest they've had in years. My only question is, do you think these women are going to be sticking around? Because a lot of the reasons why we're getting Nevaeh and Kimberly is because we don't have Jordan Grace, we don't have Taya Valkyrie.
Right.
So we are kind of missing some of the depth. Mm-hmm. Kiera Hogan, apparently, I don't think was there. Because we're getting segments from her, not matches. No, she was there. She had a match. Never mind. I'm stupid.
She had a match at Rebellion.
Right, she's there. I'm stupid.
Yeah,
so fuck, at this rate, we're going to get Diamante back because like she's dating Kiera Hogan now. Who's dating who, man? Like, I need to know the laundry list of spouses that might be showing up on this goddamn program. It's fucking like, are we gonna get Don Callis' wife, competing for the world title at this point? What are you doing? Fucking Robert Irvine's in the goddamn X division, and he's using pots and pans to like beat people. And now I need to see that. Goddamn it! Why do I book things? I do it for a lark, and then I go, wait, that'd actually be funny as shit. Just puts like a giant fucking what are those deep fryers? But they're not deep fryers, they're like big pots. Do you know what they're called?
Crock pot?
No, I think it's just a deep fryer. Puts like a fucking deep fryer over the guy's head and just takes a fucking pot or a pan and smashes the deep fryer with it. That would echo like a son bitch. Okay, correction. The best segment on this week's show was Cody Deaner's quarantine. The best part is, yeah, you see that house down there? My buddy lives there. We got a pretty sweet deal going on. And then like he cuts, and then you just turn on the faucet, and then you start drinking out of it, and you start splashing it, and the guy goes, "What did I tell you? Get the hell away from my property." Then he's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? It's 6 feet. Don't forget." Then he puts down the hose and goes, "Let's take off. See you, buddy." Cody Deaner.
That was pretty good.
That guy's my buddy. I want to be Cody Deaner's buddy. He seems like such a good dude. With his quarantine. He can't spell quarantine.
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
Unfortunately, we're stuck with Cousin Jake.
Right.
In the ring. So, there's that.
Fucking A, man. We could get Cody Deaner versus the North.
We could. He's in Canada too.
Yeah, they're all stuck in Canada. If we do or not, it's going to be up for debate. All right, let's see. Johnny Swinger lost to Suicide in a match that took a lot less longer than it did for me to read the results. Here we go. This is where I've been angling for. Ace Austin puts himself into the main event for the night. And then we get an interview with Josh Schmashoes and Demoose. I thought this was earlier in the night. Whatever. During the interview, it's revealed that Trey will take on Moose, Sammy will take on Elgin, Shamrock will take on Rhino, and Fulton will take on Hernandez to crown a #1 contender for the Impact World title.
Yes, we have a tournament.
Which I love. I love tournaments. My only gripe is, why are we doing this for the Impact title? Just make this for the TNA World title.
Because we can't have nice things.
Right? Logic is logic. So Moose is like, I'm already the TNA World Champion, bitch. I ain't going to compete in this goddamn tournament. And they're like, well, we weren't expecting that. I guess we'll just put in the first person we see. Hey, what's your name? Alan Jones? You want to be in our tournament? Oh, you're contractually. Okay. What's your name? Mark Calloway? You want to be in our tournament? No? Okay. Hey, Cody. Never mind. Hey, Brant. Never mind. Hey, what's your name? Rohit. Hey, you ever wrestled before? Yeah. You want to be in our tournament? And we'll even sign you. I'm already signed. Oh, to who? Maybe we can make a deal. To you guys? Wait, that can't be right. I'm in that Indian faction Desi Hit Squad. Oh, you're Gama's kid. Nope. Oh, Mahabali, you shaved your beard. Nope. Vikas Kumar, I thought we fired you. Nope.
Gama?
Gama, you look so young. Nope. They all just start looking around, and one of them looks at him and go, Madison? No, Velvet? No. Kong, you look so good. Completely different gender. Orlando Jordan? Still somehow the wrong gender. So they decide that of all the people they could do, by the by, Tommy Dreamer's there because Tommy Dreamer's a psychopath, so of course he's there. Let's put Rohit into this goddamn tournament.
Right? Well, I mean, at least he'll fit with Trey in the first round, so have an X Division style match to go with. Though, again, as we keep saying, every match is now an X Division style match, so it doesn't really make a difference.
Weight classes might redefine wrestling back to a different time. Just saying. More world champions, less mid-carders.
Mm-hmm.
I like the sound of that. So can I make a bold prediction here?
Sure.
Not a prediction, a want. Can I express a want with you, a desire, a need?
You may express any desire you wish, Chad.
That's a trap. That's a trap. That's a trap. I would love to see Rohit go to the finals.
Yeah?
Not because I think he could be a star, but because it would be shocking. Like, have Rohit catch Trey with an inside cradle, and then have him beat Elgin when, have Sammy get counted out against Elgin for one reason or another.
Right.
Keep Sammy strong. Then you have Elgin get cost the match because Sammy comes in and hits him with the package power driver. He drags Rohit on top of him. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, you're not going to have him win the entire goddamn tournament. We ain't that cray-cray. On the flip side of things, you got Hernandez and Fulton. And I want to point out that this was a poorly booked tournament.
Right?
Because, like, the four guys you want to win the first round, Sammy, Elgin, Shamrock, and Rhino, are facing one another. Like, best case scenario, you have Sammy versus Trey, Rohit versus Elgin. Then you have Shamrock versus Fulton and Rhino versus Hernandez. With Shamrock, Rhino, Sammy, and Elgin all advancing to the second round. But no, we can't have nice things because Raph wants to go out and do his own thing. Is he here to help? But no! Mikey, are you all right? It's okay, dudes. I'm good. Pizza dude's got 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Hey, man. There's only a 10 here. It's $12.99. Forgiveness is divine.
2 minute play, dude. Wise men say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
The best is, hey, you want to go for a ride? Sure thing, dweebs. In your dreams. Sure. But in my dreams, you'll be about 15 pounds lighter. Fucking Keno, man, was a dick.
Right? Such an asshole.
You'll be about 15 pounds lighter. So, yeah, have Rohit go to the finals just for shits and giggles. I'm not sure who you put against him because I think the winner comes out of Rhino Shamrock. Unless you're really just going to double down and do Elgin Tessa again, which fucks the point then. I would have Shamrock win it, though. Have Rohit go 10 minutes with Shamrock looking solid and strong, but have Shamrock eventually get him into the ankle lock and have him tap. How would you book this tournament?
Well, I definitely agree that Rhino, Sammy, Elgin, and Shamrock. The the only three world champions I believe that are in this tournament, plus Michael Elgin.
Well, he's won the Ring of Honor world title.
Right. I guess I meant the Impact champion.
Technically, only two. Actually, only one. Shamrock and the Rhino won the NAA world title. Technically. Hernandez should have won it in 2009.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of green and white and red as trunk colors. I'm just a sucker for it.
But yeah, I would have those four guys in four separate brackets, so that they only meet in the semifinals and then the final.
Yeah,
because I mean those are the four biggest names that are in this tournament right now. So they especially since what's that?
They are the money matches.
They are, yeah. Especially since Moose recluded himself. Is that a word? Recluded?
Well, recluded is, but that's not what you're looking for. Right. You're looking for recused.
Recused. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Since he recused himself for this tournament, which I liked. I liked that a lot, especially since they are still not giving us the service of just dubbing him the TNA World Champion until test. But I like him playing that, being I'm already a world champion, even though you assholes won't recognize me. So I have no need to be in this tournament, especially since my title is the more prestigious one. I like that a lot. It was very good. Moose got a lot of points on that, in that interview for me. But yeah, I like the idea of Rohit going the distance, but still coming up short, because Rohit is I think Rohit is fantastic. He's got just so much attitude when he goes into the ring. He's amazing. He needs to be an X Division champion at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And if things develop well, possibly a world champion. But having him run the gauntlet, so to speak, and get to the very end would be a huge feather in the man's cap. And I would like to see that.
I would too. I think that works.
Uh-huh.
But who do you have winning the tournament? You're gonna go crazy and go Rohit? Just be like, well, we're gonna go fuck it all.
We got to double down on this shit.
Might as well.
Well, I guess. See, here's the problem. Here's the issue. It's gonna be either Sammy, Elgin, Shamrock, or Rhino. Those are the only real four options you have.
That's why it's gonna be Rohit.
So, if you want, the problem is if you want to have Tessa keep the title, to me the only one that makes sense is Sammy, because she's the one. She's already beat him before, and I cannot for the life of me picture Tessa beating Rhino or Shamrock or Elgin. I can't. I'm sorry, but maybe not sorry, because I do not see it. It's one of those matchups that just doesn't make any sense for her to win. And I've seen these. I've had the same ideas of when Rey Mysterio fights anybody. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I feel like if I want to have Tessa keep the world title, Sammy wins. If I want Tessa to lose the world title, then Elgin wins.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah. But I feel like they want to have Tessa keep the world title to unify it with the TNA title with Moose. I feel like is the direction they are going, but who's to say?
I mean, that's fair. We'll find out eventually.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. I don't like the new Google layout.
There's a new Google layout?
Yep. You got like stuff on the sides. You got fucking no.
I don't see anything different.
Look on the left. It'll say I'm seeing it right now. It says I got the Jade Chung page open. It says Canadian Pro Wrestler overview videos and people also searched. Oh, well, I can also share my searches. That's what I want people to know.
I don't have any of that at all.
You will.
Crazy.
You will. You will. I'm not afraid. You will be. You will be. Why does Yoda sound like goddamn Miyagi in that scene? That's not me pretending he sounds like that. Literally, go back and rewatch that scene. Much fear is in you. I'm not afraid. You will be. Wax on, wax off. But Master Yoda, I'm not sure what wax on, wax off has to do with getting to be a Jedi Master. Look, son, wax on, wax off. Now close your eyes and raise the goddamn X-Wing from the swamp. That seems like a stretch on abilities. Should I just be able to deflect a punch? Fucking do it, white boy! Luke closes his eyes as he's raising it. You can do it without the fucking commentary. Fucking nutwalker. Yoda, but if he was a 1960s football coach.
So
Master Yoda, can I get some water? What did you say? I said I need some water. Water?
Water's for cowards.
Water's for cowards. Water's for washing dirt off that dirt and blood off that uniform. And you don't get no blood on my uniform.
Blood on my uniform.
Boy, you must be outside your mind. You're going to pick me up and you're going to run 1,157 feet. That's what's in a mile. And you're going to pick me up and run every single one of them. You're killing me, Lukey. You're killing me. All right, so what are the odds that Fulton wins this?
0.
I think they're actually higher than you think.
Oh gosh.
I think if you're trying,
I guess that's another way for Tessa to maintain the title,
right? And that's what I was just thinking. Like, if you're gonna have Tessa retain, you would want her to beat some. You would want her to beat someone that has that physical superiority over her. Frankly, I'm just hoping it's Reinhardt Shamrock and we get a world champion I actually care about.
Right.
We then get we talked about the Moose. Then we got Joseph P. Ryan versus Cousin Jake. Cousin Jake wins. No, I'm sorry, not wins. Joseph P. Ryan wins again by shenanigans.
Again, skip.
Yep. Then we get a Kira Hogan promo from Atlanta. She's the girl on fire. That's really it. Like, she's walking around. I think it's the Olympic Village. I think is where she is. From the 96. We then move on to a great segment. The North are in Canada looking for the best challenge Canada has to offer. At the Don Koloff Arena. And there's fans there, packed to the gills. One's a pillow, one's a punching bag, and the other one's a mannequin.
So good.
My lone gripe is, why stop with 3? Why not do like a good 3 or 4 dozen?
Right?
Really sell the idea. So the best part is Ethan's like doing everything over the top. He's Ethan. This is Ethan. This is going to be great. Josh has 0 fucks to give. At one point,
No.
Ethan even says, he to the one mannequin guy, "This is our biggest fan. Give him a high five." And Josh just looks at Ethan like, "Really? Come on." So Josh high fives him so hard the mannequin falls over. And then like they cut to a shot of the mannequin and smiles turned into a frown. Oh, that was great.
That was great.
So they're taking on a tag team, the best tag team they can find, called the Creeps.
The Creeps.
Not sure how I feel about this.
Yes. Before the match, Ethan conducts a small interview with the Creeps. At one point, turns to Josh, and Josh says, "Don't talk to me." Josh is having none of Ethan's shit today.
Ethan Page has revealed that he did 3 hours of work to do this and was paid an entire day's pay. He's also said that everyone, including himself, were paid for the shows that they did not do, as well as Impact going to above and beyond to make sure that procedures and safety precautions were in place to protect all the wrestlers going forward. Ethan Page does not take sides based off of who pays him. Partly the reason why it's taken him so long to get hired by Impact. So he's not a shill. He'll throw Impact under the bus. He won't think twice.
Mm-hmm.
So if Ethan's saying all these nice things about Impact, then you can take them to the bank pretty much. So we then go to a promo with Rosemary. Now, some people think this was a Bram callback. I don't think it's that deep. I think this was merely a callback to the guy from a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I was definitely I was definitely debating, is it Bram or is it just one of the poor schmucks she sucked the soul out of a couple weeks ago?
Oh, is that what we're calling it now? She sucked the soul out of his dick?
I mean, where else does the soul live in a man?
Well, I can tell you where it doesn't. My dick. So she's debating, Havoc's talking, so she's like, let's figure out what this whole fucking thing's about. So she blinks like Genie, and here comes some goddamn. No, she wiggles her nose like what's her name, Miranda?
From
Bewitched.
Sure, the bewitched person.
Yes. So she wiggles her nose, and then tarot cards appear. Then she lays out a bunch of cards and starts making shit up.
Yeah.
There's the Reaper. That's me. We got a king of 4 tigers. That clearly means that I'll have game tonight. Like quail.
Either that or she has to go watch some.
No. She got like a prince, so she's like, that means that I get $14 off my next BP fill up. And I'm like, what the fuck is she saying? Like she's like stretching with all these tarot readings. Eventually she decides that the tarot cards tell her that she needs to stay in the mortal realm, continue to drain the soul out of men's nether regions, and maybe fight her father. She would look through 9 cards for that. She should have gotten a telegram. Like, that would have been easier. Remember that episode of Psych where Sean and Julia get a telegram?
I don't.
They get a telegram and it invites them to this giant house, and it becomes a Clue episode.
Oh.
It's from season 6, I think. Best part of the entire episode, there's a panther outside that's mauling people whoever tries to leave. And then at one point, the what's his name, Ryan Smith from Tears for Fears show up, and he got shot in the gut, and the entire episode, Sean's like, you killed him, and everyone's like, he's not dead. Oh, it's a good episode. Best is still when Gus is having his nightmares, and he rolls up next to him, listening to his song, and he's like, "Oh, Gusta, you saw me listening to my own song. How Rob Thomas of me." God damn, I love that guy. So Rosemary's at a crossroads, and she decides that she's gonna, I guess, suckle on the teat of mankind. Oh, and we got the bunny. The bunny's back.
Yes, the bunny was there, but this time much quieter.
This one's not as talkative. We like that. So the bunny's back from the undead realm, but it's literally just like some kind of weird, like, Tim Burton-esque design bunny.
Yeah.
Such a thing. So you're the Rosemary-aholic. How do you feel about this?
I it's very weird. I have no idea. I feel like at this point they're really just having her just sit in this bar set and just ramble about whatever. There's no clear direction as to what the hell's going on. And as we said before, there are knockouts that are not here. Why is Rosemary not wrestling? Seemed to do perfectly fine in the Full Metal Mayhem match at Rebellion.
Well, she even said that she's a bit sore from that match.
She did say that, yes.
I'm gonna find that fucking.
Yeah, there needs to be some sort of direction, or there needs to be some sort of light at the end of the tunnel for this stuff, because it's weird and it's interesting, but I feel like they don't really know what they're doing.
I feel like it's working, but I want to know what the payoff's going to be.
Right, exactly.
Like I'm enjoying the hell out of it, but
right, like, is she gonna have? I feel like this is going one of two ways. Either it's going to be like, either she's gonna start managing somebody, or she's gonna have someone start to the ring with her or something. I feel like that's the logical direction this is going, but who knows?
It will be interesting to see how they turn this out. I say another title run for the Rosemary.
I agree.
Hakeem Zayn's on his own path, and now he feels he deserves the opportunity in the number one contenders tournament because the entire Desi Hit Squad is still in Canada. Oh no. Then in the main event, we got Willie Mack taking on Chris Bay versus Ace Austin. Willie Macalicious did the thing, and he did the big win. Yeah.
He did it.
He did it.
He did it.
With a 6-star Froggity Splashity.
Yeah.
At least we got one champion showing up to work, you bitches.
Right?
Fucking the North saying, we can't leave Canada. It's illegal to travel during a pandemic. Drink your goddamn syrup. Use your goddamn ham bacon to make goddamn wings and fly into goddamn country, you fucking cowards. Buy your fucking bacon. It's not bacon. It's ham slices, bitch. We know what you are.
I mean, and can we also let's? Jordan Grace has not been seen in weeks.
Nope.
Like, no one's even mentioned her.
Nope.
So
can we get a Skype call?
Seriously.
A video package. Something.
Yeah. Literally, no one has talked about the knockouts in weeks.
Literally 3 weeks. Let's change that. So overall, I thought it was a solid show. I liked a lot of it, but I didn't like all of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it does feel like they do have a skeleton crew because we're getting a lot of Joseph P. and Jake Diener.
Yeah.
I get why, and like I don't want to be a dick about it. I'm of the mindset though that I would rather have less wrestling and more segments if the segments were going to be good.
Right.
So
Yeah, I definitely agree. Especially if it saves us from Josh Matthews. The guy needs to go.
Josh
he's so he's so played out. Josh Matthews is all he does is antagonize on who's talking. That's all he does because for some unfathomable reason, I mean, other than the fact that that's just who Josh Matthews is as a person. Wouldn't be surprised, but for some reason he has to just goad them into being like the heel commentator. Like Madison Rayne was fantastic as a color commentator, and now they've ruined it because now she's just another heel. Now she's just another heel of the commentary. We don't need that. She came, but she did come very, very close into saying, "I wish someone would tell Josh Matthews, your opinion doesn't matter for shit. You are here to do play-by-play. Shut the fuck up."
Yeah. I mean, Josh is pretty bad, so I really can't really argue anything against that. He's he's not good.
Not good.
They say he's really important backstage, which is great. Replace him, bring in Matt Stryker, and have Madison Rayne do her shtick.
Yeah, have him be backstage. We don't need him in the commentary booth.
No, we do not. Let's see. Anything else from this week's show catch your attention?
Not really. But I have a question to posit.
Yep.
Now, for the past couple of years, we've seen a number of individuals come in, win the world title, and then once they lose, they leave. Johnny Impact, Brian Cage. Do we think the same thing might happen with Tessa?
That she'll be gone when she loses?
Yeah.
No, she's got a lot of negativity around her. So it's kind of one of those things where I think when you look at this, it's kind of a situation where I don't think Tessa has enough goodwill to warrant getting signed elsewhere, at least for what she would be asking.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like her within the industry. I don't think she would be well received by AEW at this point, and she definitely wouldn't have a gig in WWE.
Right.
So I don't know who else would pay her, because like MLW and Ring of Honor aren't going to pay her more than Impact, and like she's not going to make, buku bucks going to Japan. Despite the fact that New Japan bought Stardom, at least the parent company did. The Stardom wrestlers still aren't going to be making New Japan money. They're a niche market in a niche market, so I don't think that Tessa's going anywhere. And if she did, I would be genuinely surprised.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see it. We'll see what happens. It could be a situation.
Is WoW still a thing?
Yes, but I don't know when their next season's going to be taped.
Yeah, well,
and they only shoot for like 5 days every year, because they only shoot like 12 episodes.
Oh yeah.
So it's not like one of those things where she can make WoW her permanent home, because there's just
right.
You work for 3 months. You don't even work for 3 months. You work for fucking a week.
And isn't WoW still part of Access TV?
Yes.
So if she's gonna be in WoW, if she's gonna stay in WoW, she might as well stay in Impact. Now this is not me being like trying to disparage Tessa or whatever. This is This is just a pattern that has happened the past few years with Impact, and the question has to stand. I think Tessa is great for Impact, despite her negativity with other wrestlers. But she is over with the fans, and she should be the cornerstone of the Knockouts division. But here we are.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing. So, what else? Anything else?
No, that's all I got.
Scrolling through some headlines. Don't see anything. Oh, good.
What happened?
No, I said I'm scrolling through the headlines. I don't see anything. Oh, good. Yep, that's about it. Alrighty then. We are Dizon.
Dunsky?
We are Dizon, so we can get us out, so we can hang out with the Rizats. So yeah, how do we end the show? Go and check out our Twitter account at Twitter at NERDCORP or on Instagram at Real Nerd Corp. I forgot to do the goddamn WCW. I know who we're doing. I just haven't done it yet. You can find us on Podbean if you like this podcast. I'm not sure why, and you want to listen to other podcasts. I highly recommend listening to the other podcasts because we don't suck nearly as hard there. And you can find all of our past podcasts on both realnerdcorp.com and on Podbean by going to realnerdcorp.podbean.com. Or if you want to download the shows and take them on the go so you can listen to them wherever, whenever, you can do so by going to the Podbean app on your mobile device, downloading it, signing in for a free profile, and then downloading the shows straight to your mobile device and listening to all great content from wrestling, comics. And that's pretty much all we talk about. And sometimes we do show reviews on the Ohio Guys Productions. We're doing Eureka next week. Eureka's a good show.
What's the game that got a 20% rating that I see on the site?
There's a few. Oh, the one I think that's currently up that I have yet to change because I fucking forgot to do it is Night Trap from the Sega CD days, I think.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah,
it's the only one I know of that has actual footage.
Yeah, it's terrible. Like, it's not good at all. Like, you expected some nudity? Nope. Expected some violence? True. Nope. Like, the villains are just some weird squatty dudes in all black who, put, a cattle thing around your neck and pull you into, the goddamn mirror in the bathroom. Not even making that up. It's fucking dumb. You can click on the photo while it's still up, and it'll take you directly to the linked the episode, so you can hear us talk about it. Thackeray, where can they find you? Actually, I'll do that because that's what I do for you. Because I have many things that I do routinely. Thackeray over there can be found on DeviantArt and on Instagram at the same handle for both accounts at Radiance2020, RADIANCE2020.
You got it.
Yeah, buddy. Find me on Twitter at Chad Nerdcorp, ChadNerdCorp, and on the Instagram at Chad's Photo at ChadSPHOTOHUT. Twitch.com/WrestlingUnderground every Tuesday at 10 p.m. and every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Be sure to tune live for Wrestling Underground and Making an Impact every Tuesday and Wednesday. Tomorrow we'll be on Comic and GameCorp. That's twitch.tv/Comic and GameCorp. 9 p.m. Marcus and I are talking all three of the Blade movies. That's all we're talking about tomorrow. Tune in, listen to us, rant and rave. So with all that being said, I'm done. Thack, anything you wants to add, Gio?
No, that's it.
then we are done. We will see you soon. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking us out. Thanks for giving us a chance. This has been Making an Impact, brought to you by RealNerdCorp.com. Be sure to enjoy all of our other podcasts, and remember to watch more wrestling. Thackeray, take us home.
Good night, Johnny Swinger.